Hello, this is Priscilla Batzel. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery. That is a 12 by 16 inch canvas, and I'm going to attempt to get a whole bunch of paint on here in sections. And that is mother of pearl, and that is a Prizm pour. And basically I just want a layer of paint underneath. Usually it would be the Amsterdam black or white. This is Frostbite. And I'm thinking of these as background colors, so I have no idea if I'm going to expect them to show up or not. But I think that because they're light, they'll be overpowered by darker colors. This is just how I'm going to fill this in. I said, did I say that was frosted berry? Because it's a Prizm pour. If I didn't, I should have. This is Primary Element. This is golden maple. And I was going to just go section by section, but it's looking a lot more like I'm going to just fill in and then start to swipe and deal with it at that point. So far so good. I don't think I should worry about putting anything back in there. So I'm going to start with some darker colors. There's a Poinsettia. That's a Prizm pour. Wasn't supposed to go over the edge like that though. It's not meant to make any rhyme or reason. I am just filling in and hoping for the best. And this is Jasmine, this is a Primary Element. I'm just following my inclinations. Sorry I'm quiet, I'm kind of focused. I've never done anything in this fashion before. And I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what happens. This is Saffron. That's a Prizm pour. I would recommend just going for it and worrying about it later. This is Sour Lemon with Orange Crush added to it. I wanted some more green. Oh, that was a double row. I better get on with it if I want some green, because I'm going to run out of space soon. Ish. So that's Wintergreen. I keep wanting to put them away in between. This is Fandango. I think I'm going to bring in some Seaglass, which is a Primary Element, in a second. As long as I've got enough paint covering the canvas, my swipe should work. That's Seaglass. But it does seem like it requires a fair amount of paint. Now you could start with a wet canvas, but I can never make up my mind whether it should be black or white. Or actually it could be any color, to be honest with you. Let's bring in some, ooh, I just found some Peacock. Let's give it a bit of a shake first though, because it's been a week of exhibition videos and I haven't used my paints, so when that's the case, it's time to be cautious. I did start adding a little bit of distilled water recently to thin my paints out some. I don't mind if they cross over. Matter of fact, I think it probably isn't a bad idea at all. Let me put that back. Get into the Waterlily Ultra Metallic new Prizm pour. I think it goes pretty nicely with that blue. I think it goes pretty nicely with everything, honestly. And speaking of blue, I don't have any in there yet, so I'm probably going to put some in. So I better stop now before I lose every last bit of my space. I have a bunch of choices. I have a Vivid Intense Viola Blue. Try a little bit of that first. Taking the plug out of the mouth of the bottle. That's an awesome color. Then I have Bali High Blue, which is a Prizm pour. Which obviously I like a lot. I don't know what the mother of pearl is like. I intended on putting colors over it, but it doesn't seem to be the way I'm doing it, so. Now what else do I have? I have two more potential colors. One is Rouge Violet, which is similar to something else. This is the Prussian Violet. This is I believe it's a primary element. I know I'm going to need a scrape dish. It's so quiet with me not saying a word. It's like I can hear the ticking of the clock. Okay, I'm so close. I really meant to use that other color. Let's see if there's any spaces anywhere. This is the Viola, no, this is the Red Violet, and it is a new Vivid Intense. Not trying to be tidy. I just tend to be anyway. So this is, I pulled out yellow and didn't put any in there. Well, I can still do that. I believe this is Shiny Taffeta. I'm nervous. Alright, so I've got a rather large scrape dish, which is probably not a bad idea, and black and white Amsterdam black and white cell activator with Australian Floetrol in each. And I'm going to use my little palette knife. Put it on the right hand side. And I'm going to push it away. And then I'm going to use some white. And I've got some Atelier Rich Gold, and I might use some of that too. I promised myself I'd leave some colors in between, but I'm not sure how that's going to work right yet. I'm going to do every other. Let's hope we get some cells today. I kind of think I need more cell activator than I've been using. Okay, so that didn't work because I went in the wrong direction. Well, never mind. Just going to rub into the edge. Alright, I'm getting some colors showing through, but I'm not getting many cells. I might tip this. I'm going to use a bunch more cell activator and see if that helps. Hopefully I will figure out a way to fully utilize all my colors. Kind of want to clean that off. Fill in a little bit. I'm going to use a playing card now, since nothing else seems to be happening for me the way I would prefer it. It's almost seeming like it's time. 7 days was too long to leave it. Ah, I see cells. Yay. Alright, so I've got this playing card loaded with cell activator. I'll probably use all the colors I scrape off on my edges. I have some things happening. Let's go for the white again. Although, I like the gold too. It adds something. It's not super cell activating. I just added a little more Australian Floetrol to it though. I don't mind combining colors without any cell activator either at this point. It's definitely going to be a geometric. I should have some to dip into, I think. So I'm going to put some right down in my dish. I definitely recommend a base layer of already dry paint, because that way the paint that you're adding is just a lot easier to move, dry or wet. So pre-prime canvases are great, except for they're always matte. I've got some cells, yay. I think I'm going to use a larger spatula. And do another stripe. dying to use some jasmine. Maybe I'll do that. Just throw some jasmine right on top of it. Trying to get it to scrape off on the edge. Doing a terrible job of it though. There we go. Better wipe that off. On my studio rags, which are just old sweatpant material, which is looking very super wet today. I'm liking some things about this. I especially like the green with the orange. Where's my bamboo skewer? It's helpful when you want to fill in holes. Because just touching the paint on either side to itself will usually take care of an issue. Although I also have this down here, which I'm just going to stick a card in. Not going to mess with the colors until they get yucky. I like how this little area looks here. You could probably squeeze bottle fill these little gaps too. I like the random effect. I'm not looking for perfection. Hopefully my head isn't, yes it is, isn't clouding your vision too much. Alright, I've got a minute and a half to tell you guys. Please give me a thumbs up if you like what I do. And I think I'm going to take some of this paint right in my dish and use it. Just pick it right up, put it right down. So what should I tell you? Please give me a thumbs up if you're in a generous mood. When you share my videos, you help me out, and I really appreciate that. I don't know how far along I'll be done with this, but I definitely like a whole lot of things about it. It's definitely a weird geometric. And I'm thinking about leaving a lot of things alone, but I've also got this really cool paint in my dish, which will leave little stripy sections. If I pick it up and put it down, which is really kind of okay with me, except for that dribble. Do I have any spaces left? I don't really see any. The cell activator is working. Things are looking pretty slick actually. I'm going to try my best to get my cell phone light on quick enough so that I can show you the shimmer. I think I'm going to call it done just because I can. The name of my first book on the Amazon link next to my second book called Unlimited Possibilities. If you shop my Amazon link, it's at no cost to you and it helps me out. Your comments help me out and they boost my morale. Volumes 1 and Volumes 2 are the books I have on the Amazon link. They're the first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube. Be sure to look for the Colour Arte coupon code for